Hey guys, I'm back here for a new video, and in this video, I want to be showing off everything that I got from Screamiverse Expo that I went to yesterday. And yeah, guys, it was a really great convention. It wasn't anything huge, but there were a lot of vendors and some pretty cool guests. Tony Moran from the original Halloween, he was supposed to be there, but he canceled because of COVID. So he wasn't there, but Candace Rose, who played, I'm blanking on the little kid's name, but the little kid at the beginning of Halloween Kills not Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, that Corey is babysitting and he accidentally kills, his mother. She played his mother in that, and she's also on Stranger Things. I did meet her, and I did get an autograph from her and a picture. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. They also had some Arthurs there. That was kind of cool as well. And they did have a panel going on where they interviewed people and stuff like that, but it wasn't anybody that I recognized. And they also had a guy who had one of the original trucks from Jeepers Creepers, and he had completely remodeled it himself and everything. And I went up there, and he was dressed up as the Creeper, and you had to pay to take pictures with the truck and with him, and I did pay. It was only $20, but I was able to get two pictures of him, dressed up with me and him in front of the truck. And then I was able to go around to the back of the truck, and I got a picture of me, at the back of the truck. And you can see the license plate, it says, be eating you, which was cool. But I was talking to the woman there, and I don't know if she was like his wife, or if she just worked with him, but she said that he never had any kids, and so this was like his baby. And then she showed me the inside of the back of the truck, and he had remodeled everything in there, and it looked really cool. And there were people, of course, dressed up in really awesome, outfits and stuff. They did have a cosplay contest, but I think that's supposed to be today because it was for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. But there were a lot of vendors there selling stuff. One of the guys that was there had just a ton of NECA figures, pop vinyls, just all really awesome figures. And I ended up getting one from him. And then there was another guy who was selling some movies, some really cool vinyl. There was some cool laser discs. Nothing that really interested me in getting, because I'm not really into collecting laser discs unless it's for like Halloween or something like that. But he did have the People Under the Stairs soundtrack on vinyl, which is really cool. And he also had, I think, Friday 13 Part 5 on vinyl, the soundtrack, and a few other Laserdiscs and stuff. And he also had some cool cassettes and some old school metal t-shirts, but I think they were extra larges, so I didn't get any of those. Um, but yeah, guys, other than that, there were people just selling stuff. Some stuff was homemade, and then some stuff was like official stuff that you can buy elsewhere. It was like tumblers, shot glasses, pop vinyls, anything like that. There was a tarot card reading, and it was just really cool. And the event was actually it was put on with Terror Manor, which is basically a haunted house type thing that my friend actually works with. And they were there, and they had a little booth set up, and they had I'm not gonna say what I got from them, but I got something pretty cool from them, which was really cool. And they had a booth set up, and so that was really cool. I did get a few promotional papers that I'll show you guys that advertises, some of the stuff that some of the people that helped put it on. There was also a pet funeral home that also sponsored the event. And when I went up to talk with Candace Rose, she was like, she had on the laminate, and it said the name of the funeral home, and she said she didn't know what it was. And I said, oh, that's like a local pet funeral home that is help sponsoring the event. And she's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I talked with her for quite a bit. And she even said that she talked with the owner of Screamiverse that put it on, and she said that she's hoping she can get more guests. And I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool to get people from like Stranger Things, or even Halloween Ends. That'd be cool. So yeah, guys, it was really fun. There really wasn't that many other people that I recognized. They did add somebody who's in like the new Power Rangers series, and I'm like, I don't know really know who that was. And there was a lot of people from independent films as well. And when I was there, they really didn't have a lot of long lines. Candace had people there because they recognized her from Stranger Things and Halloween Ends. And then there was the girl in the bathroom from Scream. I don't know her name, but she was there as well, and she had people coming up. And then the guy who owned the goblin face on the front of the truck of Maximum Overdrive, he canceled, but they still had something set up, and there was somebody sitting there, so I assumed that was him. But they didn't have the Green Goblin truck. I mean, yeah, the Goblin truck thing set up anywhere. So I assume he canceled. So I'm not sure who was sitting at his table, unless it was him. But they didn't have the face anywhere. But yeah, guys. But other than that, it was really cool. It's like I said, it was a Saturday and Sunday thing, and I'm really hoping that it did well because as we stayed there, because we were there from like 10 a.m. to like 1 o'clock, 1:30, and there were still people coming in. Like there were people coming in and out. Because once you got in, they gave you a wristband and you were able to leave and then come back, which I really liked because, I got some cool stuff and I wanted to put it in the truck, and we were able to go out and put it in the truck and get some water because water bottles were like $5, which I think is crazy. It's crazy how expensive stuff is at stuff like this. I'm really hoping that eventually they can do something like that. I know bigger metal festivals and stuff, like you can get water for free, and I'm really hoping that if this keeps making money, maybe they'll be able to start giving us free water. I think that'd be nice. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. Like I said, I really hope that it did well because I really hope that they keep doing this. It was small the first time around, as you guys saw in my walkthrough video that I posted yesterday. But I do hope that it keeps going, and I hope that they continue. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show off everything that I got at the con. I got a T-shirt, I got a movie, an autograph, a really cool figure, and then something else that I'll save for the end. So, yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So since this was the first one, I knew I had to get a T-shirt, and they had different designs, and I got this one, which I thought was really cool, which is this awesome Screamiverse Expo design, and I just love the design. It's one of those designs where the more you look at it, the more you see stuff. Like you got the aliens there, the Mummy, Michael, Ghostface. You got that's the Screamiverse logo right there, some skulls. Except for there like the ghosts and stuff and little bats. I absolutely love this design. I thought it was really, really cool. So yeah, Hext is another company to help put this on. But yeah, there's the logo right there. Really awesome. And then this is some promotional stuff. Like I mentioned, this is one for Terror Manor, which is just a haunted house attraction in Virginia that my friend works for sometimes. And there you go. And there's the actual address if you're ever in the area and you want to go and check them out. And if you want to join the team, there you go. And this was just another group that was here, was the Roanoke Valley SPCA. There you go. If you want to get involved in that, if you're in the area. And then I got something from this guy who was selling some stuff. I forget what I got from him though. But yeah, old school Franklin Street Roanoke. He has some pretty cool stuff at his booth. There you go. All right, guys, now let's get into stuff that I bought. And the first thing I got from the guy who had all the vinyl and the movies and stuff. He didn't have a lot of movies, but he did have this. This is the Motel Hell Blu-ray Steelbook from Scream Factory. I really, really like the artwork on this. I think it looks really cool. He had a nice protective case, and it was only $20, which is cheaper than what you can get it from the website. So yeah, Motel Hell, really cool steelbook. And I remember when I got this, I was wondering if I still had it, if I already had the movie, and I did. So yeah, now I have 2 copies of Motel Hell by accident. But this is a cool steelbook, so I'll definitely hold on to the steelbook. So yeah, really cool. And now here is the autograph that I got with Candace right here. And she had several one set of, she had a few from Stranger Things, and then she had one where she's in the costume that her and her husband go out and leave when they leave Corey and her son there. Um, for Corey to babysit. And then she had this one right here, which is her, the little boy who played her son, and then the guy who plays the dad. And she wrote, "Cody, so super cool to meet you." And yeah, she was just so sweet. I thought she was really great. We talked for a few minutes. She's really super nice. And like I said, she was kind of mentioning that she hopes that she can maybe get more people to come the next time they do it. I really hope they do it sometime in October. I think that'd be the best time to do it because, everybody would be in the mood for horror and stuff. And, it is, like I said, it was the first time they ever did this. So I do think that if they keep doing this, it'll grow throughout the years and they'll be able to get more people. But yeah, she was super nice, and I have posted a picture of me and her on my Instagram. So if you guys want to see that, go check out my Instagram. All right, and now the next thing I got this from the guy who was selling all of the figures, and he had so much stuff. He had the Evil Dead 2, the dagger in the movie. He had the resin bust for that, which was awesome. It was a few $100s, and I knew I couldn't get it, but he had that. He had some from the Puppet Master. He had Blade, Pinhead, and Jester. He had those like resin busts in the box, which were really cool, but they were like a few $100s, and I could not do that. But I did grab one of the NECA Ultimate figures I've been meaning to get, and that is the Hellraiser one. I've been meaning to get Pinhead. I love this image on the front of the box. Really cool. And yeah, this is just a NECA Ultimate figure that I just haven't, for some reason, I just hadn't gotten around to getting. So, open him up. There you go. There he is, and he comes with the layman fit configuration, an extra head, and then some hooks and some extra hands. So yeah, really cool. Like I said, this was one that I've been meaning to get for a long time, and glad to finally have it. And the last thing I got was from the Terror Manor table, and they had these little critters there. I love critters, and when I saw these, I was like, I knew I had to get it. I mean, he's really nicely detailed and really fuzzy. I really like the sculpt on his face. I don't know if these were custom made. They weren't expensive or anything, but yeah, they're really cool. There's no tag or anything on them. Here's the back. Like I said, really, really fuzzy and everything. I know there are companies that make these, so I don't know if this was a custom thing or not. But yeah, guys, so that is it. That is everything I got from Screamiverse. Like I said, guys, I really, really hope that this is the beginning of something. I hope they keep doing it because even though there was quite a few people there, it's still just the first year they're doing it. So I'm really hoping this is the beginning of something. And yeah, guys, so if you guys want to know what the actual invention looks like, I just posted a video doing a little walkthrough of everything. It was just kind of a quick video. And I do have pictures on my Instagram as well if you guys want to see more pictures and stuff, and the pictures I took of Candace and of the Jeepers Creepers truck. So anyway, guys, thanks everybody for watching. Let me know if you went to this and what you thought about it. And yeah, so thanks as always for watching. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next video.